Hey y'all, it is October, still the 23rd, I believe. It's Wednesday. Y'all, I want to holler at y'all. Thank you. Hopefully, y'all are off and busy and doing stuff. Um, perhaps at work, getting that money and things of that nature. It is 8:06 in the AM Central Standard Time. Right over here. So, I understand some people might still be getting to work. Of course, we got people out there on the East Coast. We got some people out there on the West Coast and stuff. That's real still early for them. There's people on the other side of the world, y'all. And I appreciate everybody out there. Y'all, I thought, I might as well squeeze one of these in and stuff. We want to do more live broadcasting. We want to put out more broadcasts for those people who might want to see them. All right, and we don't have so much time. We don't really have too much free time to be just throwing out there. But I thought we would go ahead and do this because it'd be very quick. Thing is, you could go back and see these recordings and stuff whenever you want. But I thought we'd go ahead and get it started for the day because a lot of people are getting started for the day. So, especially if you live in here in America, you're probably getting started. All right, it's probably the beginning of your day, most likely. Statistically speaking, it is. But for me, it's pretty much the end of my day. I'm fixing to pass out not long from now. I want to make sure to get some sleep, get it in early, get some good sleep in there, and wake up in time. I want to see about running today. I ran yesterday. Think about running today. Just see what that might feel like. And I gotta wake up early because we're easing into the winter time. We're gonna be there soon enough. We're getting into that fall time, and it's starting to get darker sooner. You know what I mean? And so if I want to not run in the dark, I gotta wake up early. All right, thinking about those sort of things. I gotta plan these things. I know you do too, out there. We're so busy. I try to keep up with it. I'll be planning my day out and stuff. Even as I go to sleep, see y'all waking up. Y'all, it's gonna be a morning. That's what I want to do. I guess because for y'all it's the morning time. All right. And for me, I'm winding it down. I've already seen all this sort of stuff while y'all was fast asleep. I was getting it in on the news, seeing what it is that even the early morning stuff. This one right here, we're just gonna run through them. This is Google. They're gonna tell you everything you need to know. All right, Broward Sheriff's. This is the first headline, and of course they told me this first. They knew I'd want to know. Broward Sheriff's removal is more political act than justice for Parkland parents, and it's an opinion piece. All right, in case if you couldn't tell by the headline. And so you can imagine where this is going. And I wanted to be very simple about it. All right. I don't hate nobody out there. I'm not trying to say hate speech about people out there. But I just want to put out the facts as it is. It's kind of ambiguous. It is an opinion piece. But even without reading it, I just want to say this. He calls it political, whoever this guy is. I don't know who wrote this. For the Miami Herald. He says it's political. All right. Basically meaning Sheriff Scotty Israel has something of a political leaning. I don't think he's necessarily keeping that a secret. He's a Democrat and he goes real hard for the Democrats. All right, that is what it is, and it just is what it is. All right, I mean, thinking about it too hard. Um, it's not necessarily a sheriff's job to get so political. Necessarily, it's more his job to cut it down the line, to be the arbiter of justice in that local area, in that county. That's what a sheriff probably is mandated to do for the most part. So, okay, the Sheriff Scotty Israel, he dropped the ball real hard, but that's not a political thing. It's not like Democrat sheriffs are running off of the fact that they're going to drop the ball real hard and that's their strategy or anything like that. That's not the political part. The political part was Sheriff Scotty Israel being so Democrat. And the thing is, nobody across the country, around the world, nobody knew Sheriff Scotty Israel. All right, we weren't aware of him necessarily. So I mean, I'm sure some people were. All right, but we had no idea who he was, and so we learned who he was, and then he started saying, y'all's guns. We need y'all's guns. Y'all gonna have to give up your guns." And he said it immediately. He did it all over CNN, all over the dang what's it, that town hall. The idea, these aren't town halls. That's not what a town hall is. CNN. It's like y'all straight up and down tripping. And so, anyways, he went on CNN's town hall and he was like, "Listen, y'all shouldn't have guns. These kids out here, they shouldn't have guns. And everybody, y'all should rethink about having guns, dude. Y'all shouldn't be allowed, basically." I mean, in so many words. I know I'm paraphrasing. But that's the political side of Scotty Israel that everybody got a taste for. And so, what he's implying, or at least this is what I can imagine, if he has any sense, which it doesn't seem like he does, but I don't know who this is. All right, the thing is, okay, yeah, if it was political, he was going super political. He was like, "I want to take all y'all guns." And you notice how that's only being said on one side. All right. And I know Republicans, Democrats, throw them all in the same boat and stuff, man. Yeah, especially when they stand for the same things. Like, for example, taking the guns. All right, it's very political. If it was political, Ron DeSantis, what he's implying is Ron DeSantis came in there as a Republican, as a person saying, "I don't want your guns. I want you to keep your guns." He came in there. He saw Sheriff Scotty Israel running wild and just talking about all sort of new laws. And he said, "You know what? I'm going to take this as a chance politically to get this guy out of my way because I don't like it. I don't like the political side that he's on, thereby making it political." That's what this headline reads. Removal is more of a political act. A political act of, like, I mean, just as it is, getting rid of a Democrat who just so happens to want your guns just like the rest of the Democrats. So Ron DeSantis comes in, he makes a political move. Meanwhile, it wasn't even hard to make that political move. It's kind of unprecedented. People don't just come into governor and start removing sheriffs and stuff like that. That's not really how it goes down. I mean, you dropped the ball in so many ways, and that's like at the very least. And before we get off that topic, this is in reference and in regards to a Senate hearing or something like that, in which some people in the Senate, they're gonna make a decision about whether or not Scotty Israel should be reinstated into his job. Now, the thing is, with the theories, they run wild as far as to what it is Scotty Israel knows, what it is that he's hiding. We couldn't say, all right? We couldn't say for sure. But you know what's interesting is what we could say for sure is that he was very wrong. All right? If you take his little speeches and those press conferences, if you take the words out of those 2 and 3 and 4 different speeches, 4 or 5 speeches he makes over time directly after the incident, you'll note that he does not have not one clue what he's talking about. All right. In fact, he gets it terribly wrong. Like, he doesn't even know what he's not even talking about the same incident. All right. According to official reports. All right. So what is to be said for that? Should there be a law against that? I don't know. But to keep it moving, is this a picture of Tulsi Gabbard with Antifa? That's by Snopes. Who cares? Alamo City Comic Con owes the city of San Antonio more than $170,000. I have no idea what that's about. All right, Face on Love, Dave Chappelle clowning Juicy Smollett. Face on Love, he's a comedian. He was talking about that he never believed Juicy Smollett, but you know what? Juicy Smollett black, y'all. So, kind of forgive him, basically. I don't know. 50 country albums every rock fan should own. It's by Rolling Stone. Who reads Rolling Stone, man? I wonder. They tell me about Bill Burr and his idea about the Jetsons. Florida team busted for hosting the littest homecoming bash. Dang, dude. She's gonna be good. She's got some street cred now. Just to let y'all know, y'all got her major street cred off this. All right. So way to encourage people, teenagers, to try and get. See now teenagers they're gonna see this obviously, right? They'll be like, oh man, this B made the news. I'm a bad B. I'm gonna make the news. I'm gonna throw an even more lit party, and then I'm gonna get caught, and we're gonna get arrested and stuff. And then we're gonna get big. I'm gonna be like that take it outside girl. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be just like her, and I'm gonna be acting bad. It's like, dude, they just keep encouraging bad behavior. Indicted Giuliani associate Igor Fruman taps Manafort attorney. I don't know. All I know is that they're trying to get into Giuliani, so they're indicting people that Giuliani knows. Why are they doing that? To get to Trump. And that's how it goes on Politico. Rudy Giuliani associates and Fruman. I mean, I know what it is. I don't have to look too hard. The U.S. Attorney John Durham's investigation into the origins of the FBI's 2016 Russia probe expands. Just as you might imagine, the thing is, I haven't felt too much in my day-to-day life that really affects me from this particular situation as far as the Russia probe. And the fact is, if investigators look into it, perhaps there's a chance that they'll find all sort of Russian collusion on behalf of actually Hillary Clinton. And if and when they did, people would not be surprised, all right? And people wouldn't be shocked, except for there's some people who just probably wouldn't even accept it with all sort of evidence in their face. But we'll see if they find some evidence. Perhaps they'll kick the can down the road and stuff will never happen. Stuff will never happen. I don't know. I'm not sure how long they can kick the can down the road. UGK and BB King, make love to my car. Wow. That's pretty good. This sounds pretty good. It's telling me about songs, y'all. I'm not sure why it's telling me about all these songs. All right, Chipotle supply of carne asada is running low. You know, this is really kind of weird, man. These various fast food places are just walling out. They can't order this food. All right, and some say that we're gonna have a food shortage. I guess sometime this upcoming year it's gonna be a food shortage. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. That's kind of a rundown for today. All right, that's what you got to look forward to. I don't know if the food shortages have anything to do with it, or if these fast food places are just like running out of certain ingredients because they know that they can, and it's kind of a publicity stunt, and people would go and try and get as much asada from Chipotle as possible before it all runs out and stuff like that. And if that was, that'd be a sick game, I guess. But technically, it would make sense because they'd be able to sell out all their product about as fast as they can, and then just blow it off for a while and stuff, and then maybe just buy some whenever they want to. And people just be used to places running out of this and that food items and stuff, and perhaps we're gonna have a food shortage later. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. And they'll be all talking about climate change and stuff, y'all. It's October, probably the 23rd. I'm pretty sure. 2019. I appreciate y'all. I'll holler at y'all a little bit later.